So as I step into this new thing, which we all do in different ways, I'm reminded and challenged to become the person who does the work to become the person who gets the results. As I'm sitting listening to Myron Golden in his coaching, he consistently comes back to that idea of you have to become the person. You can't just do the thing. If you expect and want to sell thousands of dollars or land the clients, and you show up to your meeting, you give your presentation in the office, and it doesn't work, that's because you're not the person yet. So you have two choices right there. You can, one, say, okay, I failed, I'm never doing that again, and you don't become the person, or you do it again, and then you do it again, and then you do it again. This morning, as I was sitting kind of processing this idea of who do I need to become, I thought about the people that I'm listening to and following. Russell Brunson, Myron Golden, Dan Sullivan, Dan Martel. Feel free to look them up. They, like, the way that they talk and live is compelling and inviting. And I recognized that where they are is further than where I am. And what I mean by that is they've done the work to become the people who get the results. And so I'm right there. I don't know where you are, but that's where I am. I recognize that I need to become the person who does the work to become the person. And now, if that doesn't make sense, it's kind of like a plumber. You can maybe put some PVC pipes together, but you're not a plumber, okay? You can learn about how water comes into the house and how water gets out of the house, but you're not a plumber. In order to become that, you need to learn about it and then do the work. Okay, you have pressurized water coming in. You need these kind of connectors. You need to direct the water in this way. And so you do the work and you learn, oh, I connected this the wrong way and that caused a leak. I'm not going to do that again. So whatever that is, whatever it means, and I'm learning this myself, to become the person who does the work to become the person. If I want to sell my courses online, then I need to practice selling my courses online. The first time I do that, hey, it's going to be the first time that I do that, and that's okay. And so as we invite people to work with us, as we step out and really learn what even the work is to do, we are becoming that person. And so right now, my first step assigned to me by Myron Golden is to do the webinars, interview people, and build my core products. And so I'm going to start with interviewing people and sharing what I'm learning. And so I'm going to interview the experts, the people who know how to solve the problems, the people who have built the solutions. So if that interests you, stay around, stick around, subscribe. I'm going to talk to them about, man, why did you build that solution? What were the questions and the problems that your customers were having? Oh, cool. And so you designed this, that, and the other in order to solve that problem. What is the result that you're selling? And really to process that. And on the other side of that, I'm going to interview people that are doing the work, the people that don't yet have the solutions that they need, and they're living in the grind. They're experiencing the burnout, and they're missing out on the life that really matters because they're doing the work to provide for the life that matters. And that is such a hard tension. I've experienced that. I know when I was in a salaried position, this tension of I have to provide for my family, I have to be doing this work, and this work is requiring all of this extra work from me, not extra work, but work at the wrong time. We'll say that. And so something had to change. And so many people live in that the road to burnout. I'm going to interview them. I'm going to talk to them. I'm going to ask questions. What is it that if this changed, you would have more freedom for what matters most? We're going to talk through that. We're going to dig into this idea of better as opposed to best, and better of what works. Because more, it's not always about more. It's not always about the best, but it is better. So stick around, join me as I connect with people and I see how people are creating solutions, and I talk to the people who need the solutions. And maybe that's you. If you want to connect and you're in a role that you're experiencing some of that, or maybe the industry that you're in just has a lot of gaps, I want to hear. I want to know what's frustrating, what you know would be better. Let's talk. Or maybe you have solutions. Maybe you are the person who's made the solution. Let's talk. Let's share the solutions that you have, even the why you designed that. So here we go. We're on the journey to simplify work so that people have more for what matters most. Join me, ask questions, engage in conversation, and let's help people live a life of better. Thanks so much.